From the Newswire, my name is Phoenix with the latest announcement from NewsDirect announcing OTC pricing updates that are easy for CFOs to love. To speak on this is the founder and CEO of NewsDirect, Gregg Castano. Gregg, why will CFOs find this new pricing so easy to love?
Well, first of all, the pricing itself in relation to what they're used to using with competing legacy wires is very attractive. It's very aggressive pricing. Secondly, because it's flat rate pricing and because they have an unlimited amount of distributions that they can use under that flat rate price, it's very predictable and therefore very transparent and easy for them to budget. So those are things that CFOs really like.
Getting news out to the investment community can be daunting, maybe a bit of a challenge. So how does NewsDirect's simplified product dramatically alter these dynamics?
Well, Simplify is a unique feature that we've built that nobody else has that enables an issuer to essentially copy and paste their earnings document, including tables and footnotes and all that stuff, directly from their original document onto our platform into what we call the Content Studio. When they do that, all of the formatting that was on the original document is retained, and as a result, the document is ready to go. It does not have to be processed by a third-party editor. And if anyone who has done and gone through that process, as they know, that normally takes several hours and several rounds of back and forth proofreading to make sure that all the formatting and the reformatting has been done accurately. So it saves a ton of time and saves a lot of stress and tedious work.
Anytime you can save time, boy, that's a big bonus. But also exclusive to NewsDirect is the Equity Impact Report. So how do you see senior management at publicly traded companies benefiting from this report?
The report takes a number of metrics, over 50 different metrics that investor relations officers and CFOs track when they issue an announcement to see how it impacts their stock performance. And they're normally speaking, if they're gathering this data at all, they're gathering it from a number of different sources, which takes a lot of time and costs money. We allow them to kind of just have that all in one place at one time at no additional charge, so they can spend their time analyzing and actioning the data rather than gathering the data. So it's a very valuable tool for them because it's kind of an at-a-glance look at how your stock has been impacted by your announcement. And it also allows you to track the performance of your competitors and your peers in relation to that same announcement. So it's a very useful tool.
Security of non-public information is a huge concern for a lot of companies, especially with third parties working from home, having access to pre-market news. So on the topic of security, how does NewsDirect's workflow and cloud technology mitigate this?
Well, you've basically hit on the two levels of security that we offer. The first one is on the practical level, and that is that because of our workflow, you're not sharing that pre-market information with anybody outside of your kind of stakeholder circle and within your company or even with your attorneys or your IR firm. So you're not sharing that with a third party who, as you said, is now working pretty much from their home with not much oversight in terms of security and who has access to that information when it's in their hands. So our process allows you to kind of keep total control of that process. The second level is through technology, and we use something called cloud isolation encryption, which is a product of being in the AWS cloud. And essentially what that allows us to do is we wrap your account, if you will, in an encrypted URL. So your account is basically an encrypted website. And it is unique to you. It is not connected in any way with any other accounts that are using NewsDirect, so they're completely siloed. So it's virtually, you never say impossible when it comes to security, but it's very, very difficult for someone to compromise both the AWS cloud security protocols and then compromise any individual account that's on NewsDirect because of this technology.
Gregg Castano is the CEO and founder of NewsDirect, just announcing OTC pricing updates that are easy for CFOs to love. From the Newswire, my name is Phoenix.